This creepy top 10 list has mysterious videos of scary stuff that's so weird, even the people who caught it on camera can hardly believe the strange activity they've witnessed, let alone properly explain it. Number 10. Scary stuff was caught on camera while exploring the basement of a haunted hospital that's been long known for an abundance of paranormal activity. Investigators simply leave a camera running down there and let the poltergeist do its worst. First, the ghost hunter's backpack goes flying off a ledge on its own. Then the alleged apparition throws an object from the wall before toppling a chair over the place where somebody would have been hiding to do all of this with a string, meaning no one is there. Next, the filing cabinet drawer inexplicably opens by itself and the paranormal video ends. They return to find numerous items scattered across the floor and stay long enough to retrieve this creepy paranormal evidence before getting the heck out of there. Do you believe them, or do you think there's a more logical explanation besides a poltergeist haunting this abandoned basement? Number 9. This unusually creepy video was posted by a YouTuber named Ali Talents, who always checks his home's CCTV video every morning out of cautious habits. This morning, he was alarmed to find strange and mysterious activity caught on video outside of a shared parking lot. Much to his bewilderment, Ali watches a shadow person move to his neighbor's SUV, then mysteriously disappear. What's especially scary about this video is how the shadow has no apparent source. It's not somebody crossing the parking lot because the shadow would stretch across the pavement. Instead, at 16 seconds, you can see the feet of the dark figure are behind the yellow curb. Then it simply vanishes. Number 8. A mysterious figure in a white dress has been haunting a home garden every night to give this person a scare. One night, they were feeling extra brave, and so they crept closer to the figure than they've ever dared to before. Though they soon wished they hadn't, when two ghostly glowing eyes emerge from the darkness and lock onto their camera, sending them back around the corner in horror. Before they flee, you can barely make out her long dark hair flowing over a creepy white dress. They instantly regret their amateur paranormal investigation and never try again. Whatever strange visitor is out there can have the garden. Number 7. A man is exploring a cave when he has a strange encounter with what he later claims is an unknown creature that no one has been able to identify so far. Let's examine the final creepy moments of this bizarre video and see if we can figure out whatever this weird thing is he's caught on camera. Something tells him not to go inspecting around this corner, and that's when this mysterious creature comes out of concealment. He quickly runs away, but in these final fearful moments, you can see an odd fur-covered head on camera coming his way. It looks creepy, but whether or not this is a real creature or just a prop is debatable. Judging from an apparent white string hanging off the side, I have my doubts about this supposedly unexplained video. Number 6. Haunting home security footage shows some scary stuff when a ghost is caught on camera exploring the kitchen. A woman goes investigating the weird noise and is startled to find a drawer has opened all by itself. She quietly closes the open drawer and rounds the corner when the ghost throws open the drawer again. This time, she's too afraid to go back into the kitchen and runs out of the house in horror. This spooky situation will probably creep her out for the rest of her life. But is this ghost activity she's caught on video actually real? "I'm scared to be in my house," she later writes, so maybe this explanation will help. Google says a drawer can open by itself if the sliding parts are loose. Maybe someone who knows more about this style of drawer can tell me if that's the case here, or if this house is truly haunted. Number 5. Gracie Murray, USA, has a strange encounter while traversing the grocery store when a bright balloon strolls down her aisle and eerily lowers itself to her.
That balloon is creepy.
The bizarre balloon, which is not deflated at all, apparently followed her for quite some time before she got creeped out enough to start recording. The way no one else seems to notice the strange and mysterious activity must have made her feel like she was on the movie set of Stephen King's It. With that said, I think the balloon could just be caught up in the undercurrent of fans from the frozen food aisle and nothing more. Or at least I sure hope so, because if that's not the explanation, then this video is beyond creepy. Number 4. A YouTuber named Russell Cape heard about people who have caught ghost sightings on video using the Xbox One Kinect and decides to set one up in his living room, which he has long suspected was haunted. Sure enough, strange activity is caught on the Kinect camera when he sees a figure that he cannot explain.
I think there's something peeking at me from my dad's room. What the f-
There's definitely a figure in the doorway, but what he claims is a real ghost sighting looks like it could be his dog, according to some of the people in the comments. This video seems to be split down the middle between believers and skeptics, so I want to get everyone's opinion on this strange encounter, years later, that still remains unexplained. Number 3. Strange multicolored lights in the sky have recently been sighted over Maryland and New York all throughout May of 2021. And the ensuing footage is really weird. The closer the camera gets, the more mysterious the video becomes. The object looks like a floating ring with a hollow middle, not like a satellite or anything else from Earth. I found this footage to be really bizarre, so I did some more research and discovered additional creepy videos of these unusual lights in the sky that look relatively normal until you zoom in. The unknown object is always moving at the same rate of speed, and seems to generally follow the same oddly distinct flashing pattern in all of the unexplained videos. Take a look at this early 2013 sighting caught over Texas, and you'll see the same characteristics even though the camera quality is not as good as the later sightings. This weird video nonetheless proves the same strange and mysterious lights have been seen for a long time without an official answer, and most likely with none to come. Number 2. A paranormal YouTube channel called April's Afterlife Encounters goes ghost hunting in an abandoned 1800s cemetery that's haunted by spirits who are still exploring their gated confines. But as they are about to discover, sometimes the creepiest thing of all about graveyards are the living. In the distance, April spies an object someone left behind.
Oh, what is that? We came across this book. What is that?
Whoa. Burn. All burn. Lakes of fire, burn. What?
Written in jagged red letters are ramblings about fire and retribution, along with scribblings of delusional threats and prophecies centering around the destruction of the world. Someone appears to have sat in this cemetery, channeling their anger for hours to rave about some pretty scary stuff that I'm not even allowed to show on YouTube. I'll just say that it's not something you'd want to randomly come across, and know that a stranger was obsessing about doing weird things in a cemetery for most of their spare time. They have a frightened reaction to all of the scary things this person has written, and one of the paranormal investigators grabs the book to take with them. Hopefully, they took this book straight to the police station so investigators can identify whoever wrote it. Number 1.
Supposedly, this is an abandoned hotel. Haunted. Oh, it's haunted too.
The Mountain View Lodge in Corbin, Kentucky is said to be haunted for reasons you'll see in just a few scary moments. Jed Hutchinson and his assistant, Autumn, enter the abandoned building as two skeptics and leave much more open to the possibility of the supernatural because, well, some of the creepy things they've caught on video cannot be readily explained. Wide open lobby spaces soon diverge into long, twisting hallways, which, after a while, abruptly grow black and charred. A fire has wiped out everything on this floor.
We're gonna go down that creepy hallway?
Ooh, creepy.
It really didn't like There's a path.
Some of the rooms have been spared, some have not. Whether any guests were inside at the time is unknown, but based on what happens next, there stands a good chance at least one did not get out alive. Jed and Autumn are investigating from room to room when they find a mysterious locked door that immediately makes them want to see what's inside.
This one has all its furniture in it.
That's when some strange and mysterious activity happens in the room across the hall. Listen closely.
That was creepy as... The door just closed. Yeah. There's nobody in there. I just went in there.
The door to a suite they've already checked moments prior mysteriously closes by itself and locks. Maybe someone was squatting in this room, but considering there were dozens of other abandoned rooms on other floors that were much nicer and not burnt to a crisp, there's really no reason for a stranger to choose this one. So that's already weird, but get this, more strange activity is caught on camera when they go exploring a completely different room moments later.
It's a lot of footprints is what I'm saying. Like there's a lot.
Watch this gap and you'll see the door she enters through slamming shut like a ghost is near. When doors are shutting on their own in two separate rooms on the same floor, you have to wonder if something paranormal is trying to tell you to stop exploring the building. And so they leave the abandoned haunted place, perhaps too creeped out to ever admit to themselves that this ghost encounter was probably real. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more of everything Billnose.